Welcome to Certain Point of View, your first step into a much nerdier world. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Just go to certainpov.com. Thanks. And now your hosts, Ben Milton and Addy Thomas.
Hey Nerfherders, I'm Addy Thomas.
And I am Ben Milton.
We're doing another episode of our D20 Star Wars RPG adventure today. We are joined by Case. We're joined by Cory and Shawn today. Before we get to that adventure, though, I want to just remind you, you can always follow the continuing adventures of our Weight Loss Civil War Challenge on our website, certainpov.com. While you're there, don't forget to check out all our social media, subscribe to our email if you want to keep up from any updates from us. Again, all of that is on our website, certainpov.com. Case, go ahead and take it away.
All right, so as he said, I am Case. I am your dungeon master. I am joined to my left by...
Hey everyone, I am Hu Flung Dung Misa Gungan, and I am a soldier, a failed singer, and I love long walks on the beach and watching movies.
who is flanked by...
And I also have a...
You're done.
Okay, good.
Oh, God, Addy. Oh, that was so brutal.
I know. He was looking. He was searching for material, so I just helped him, really.
Yeah, it's true.
They're keeping all that.
I am Fosho. I am a Force Adept. I am a Keldor. I am the
Hi,
sort
woman,
of...
hear me roar?
No, I'm a little bit of a Force user, not a lot of a Force user. So go ahead, Ben.
I am Phallus Vag Killer, a human fringer. I have been out on the Outer Rim making a living just kind of as a loner.
All right, and...
Hi, I'm Shawn. I'm playing the part of Fendir Pickup. I'm an Ithorian scout who was an excellent pilot
On late nights.
on the HS, and I fold
your
linens
AM
on my spare time. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
All right, guys, everyone...
Venus on WKRP.
Yes!
Guys, if you would all be so kind as to roll a d20 for me.
10.
13.
14.
14? All right, Ben.
So you're the one to do the
Ben,
recap.
you're getting all the recap
I got
bonus.
bad news, guys.
You don't know what happened.
You only have to listen to that last episode to know I don't know what happened. All right, here's what I remember. We escaped from the brothel, trying to fight our way out. Bad things were happening. Things got confusing. I may or may not have punched you to try and kill you.
Oh, may or may have not?
I wasn't trying to kill you. I definitely hit you, though. And we were kind of like boxed in, and then all of a sudden, Reggie showed up and is leading us to our way out, I guess. Man, that was a long episode ago.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Close
You
enough.
are, empirically speaking, correct. Maybe the specific details could be a little more fleshed out,
How
but
did you survive as a fringer?
it's just these
Dude,
drunk
it was-
accounts of everything. It's like his life story is just Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where it's like, I'm pretty sure I was fighting Wookiees. Maybe they were something else. I don't know.
I don't know.
Guys, I went to this one world. It was a moon of some planet, and there were these tiny Wookiees everywhere. It was crazy. And then I found myself, the drugs took hold, and the next thing I knew, I was on a desert world with an actual Wookiee. I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird.
A group of 5 troopers have come up behind you guys and are opening fire. One just hit your ally. What do you want to do? Because they're coming at you. They're about 30 feet away.
About 30 feet away. I want to create a diversion so them two can get away. So I'm going to go ahead and
Cory's
use escape artist.
Everybody's so desperately trying to kill themselves in this game.
Jar Jar
I'm
Wick
on a
over
roll,
there.
all right? I'm getting high rolls here, so I feel limitless.
Wait, sorry. By the way, this is now a straight up fight. This is no longer a skill challenge. This is now a straight up fight. They're coming at you and shooting at
Yeah,
you.
no more skill challenges. Now you just gotta kill people.
Yeah.
Roll that die.
Roll that dice. 16
Total.
total.
Okay, you hit. Roll for damage. So that's, I believe, 3d8.
14.
14.
Force fidelity. Talk
All right.
to Fenrir about the Force.
You hit one of them, and it's clearly hit. Its armor takes some of the brunt, so it's not down, but it's been hit.
Okay.
So So you've got 5 total still rushing at you guys. Fossa, you're up.
10.
You miss. Yeah.
Well, damn. Way to go, stormtrooper.
We're gonna stay on this fight for the moment. So, Peleus, you're up here.
15.
That's a hit. So I think your blaster is 3d6. 15 damage. Mm-hmm. Okay. You hit the same one that Hoof shot at before, and it dies.
I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
Where you fail, I succeed.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm so bitter that you made all that loud noise. Way back.
I'm gonna make loud love to you.
Don't know.
I'm moving on to Hoof. Jar Jar Wick over there.
Jar Wick. Yep.
So they unload a bevy of shots, and the only person that's hit is Peleus.
Oh, god damn it.
Peleus takes 6 points of damage.
Vitality or wound damage?
Well, vitality.
I have 3.
So then it's 3
vitality.
wound points that you're at, or that you lose.
Okay. All right, I'm at 11. Excuse me.
Okay.
11. Okay.
All right, so we're back up to the beginning of the order. So Hoof, they're firing at you. You're down to 4. They're shooting at you.
Yeah. Is there anything I can use for demolitions? Like, I'm looking around. Like, is there anything? Like, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
According to this, I have a fire extinguisher.
Not really on your person. That was in the. You grabbed the one that was used to like blow up the or to like create the safe passage there
I'm just
before.
making sure, 'cause
There is a deactivated evaporation arch that they're about to walk through. I would say you can use demolitions to activate it and try to like go crazy on it.
We're doing it.
So this is going to be a hard check to make it a lethal armor.
kind of use.
Okay.
But
Disconnect,
if you
turn
make
off.
it, you'll get 2 of them as they're like crossing through it.
Boom. All right. So 220.
Yep.
Best roll yet. I got a 1.
Oh no.
That's my demolition, so it's 4. No, demolition
You
is 5.
don't.
6.
It's,
I got 6.
no. So you try to like patch into the panel and nothing really happens. You're just sort of like pressing buttons. And unfortunately that was your turn.
Yeah.
As a result.
Jesus Christ.
Foe, you're up again.
Get him, killer.
Yeah, I'll take another shot.
So 2 of these guys have just walked through a deactivated evaporation gate, which is what he was trying to work on. The other 2 are about to cross through it.
Okay. 20.
And you're taking a shot?
Yeah.
Okay, that was with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, really? Okay, cool. So yeah, you hit one of the 2 that's up front. So give me a damage roll. I believe it's 3d6. 9. All right. You hit it. Again, his armor soaks up some of the damage.
You're the only person who can hit a stormtrooper in the armor, and it doesn't kill him.
He already hit. The only reason you killed him is that he was already hit pretty bad by Hoof before.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Once again, I gotta finish the job for you. All
Okay,
right.
so you can target the same one.
7.
7 total. Your shot goes wild like a stormtrooper shot. All right, they're up now.
I'm not proud of that. I'm more of a gambler than a...
Yeah, you're also the kind of guy who runs up to a turret on Yavin and uses computer use instead of shooting it.
Potato. I didn't have shooting skill.
Oof. You take
I'm
a
a
shot.
lover, not a
I'll take a
fighter.
shot.
All right, sure.
Shot of what?
You take 8 points of vitality damage.
Shh, let it happen. Go to the light.
Okay, I'm at 4 vitality points.
Man, where is that clone when we need him?
All right, and we're back up to the top of the order. Hoof, you're up. You can either shoot at them. You can try to do the demolitions thing again. There's the last 2 are walking through.
Demolitions. I got it. Roll.
What do you get?
10 total.
A 10 total?
No, unfortunately, it does not work.
Failed again.
So you're working on it, and you successfully turned it on, but you didn't turn it on at any sort of setting that would have been outside of its safety protocols to make it lethal to someone that was a human in armor.
Victory is mine. Let's get it.
Not today, it's not.
So we're back to foe. There's a wounded stormtrooper and 3 healthy ones coming at you guys.
You can do it.
All right, I'm taking a shot at another one of the healthy ones.
How do you sacrifice
One of the
yourself
healthy
with
ones?
your magic?
Okay.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no! What?
Roll that again.
Roll it again.
Just killed me.
Roll that again.
Oh no! I want to live.
20.
Oh no!
Okay, so you just miss. You fire off a shot and you just miss. Thalius, you're up.
Oh my God, Addy. 11.
I know, right? Could have killed him.
11 total. You miss.
Wow, we are amazing.
You've had more fails than me today. Don't say we. I worked an amazing illusion out. I got some force lightning today, and I got some. I crushed some stormtroopers.
Fantastic.
You take another shot.
Nice. Shot of what?
You take 11 points of damage.
Oh, snap. Hoof be dead.
No, Hoop is at 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
You said 11?
Yeah.
3 wounds. I'm at 3.
Hoof almost.
So that shot hits you, and you're like, that like got you in the stomach, and you're feeling it right there. Like
This is nutsin'.
Gonna nutsin' on you.
Really?
I don't know.
Had to do that.
He's thinking of the Wookiee.
Yeah, he can't get that Wookiee out of his head. He just wants to go
you're up.
back. That's why he wants to kill us all
Sexy
here.
fucking Wookiee.
Oh, no, sorry. Hoof, you're up. That was you getting hit, but it's your turn. So they're clear of that gate, so you can't really do the demolition trick anymore.
What if I can intimidate them with my 3 wounds?
I would recommend you just try to shoot the one that was already wounded.
Let's
at least
just shoot the one that's
Let's
already
just try to-
wounded.
Let's just try to kill somebody, buddy. This is pretty
like I fancy
straightforward
right
at this
now.
point. Let's just try
Hoop
to
is
kill
thinking of
somebody.
his failed singing career. And he's having flashbacks now.
Oh.
Why do you think about your career?
Thinking about your career is always a critical fail.
You don't focus on your failures.
Roll that again.
I'm rolling it again, and I'm thinking of victory. Thinking of victory.
This is how Addy dies.
6.
Total?
Yeah. Well, 7 total.
This
Wait,
is
there's
how
no way that's your. Hold on. You rolled a 6 just now?
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys should name this episode "Remember the Atoll."
Yeah, I know, right? I think it's gonna have to be.
That's an 11. That is just enough to not hit anyone. If you were shooting at the one that was already wounded.
You guys all about to die?
Sweet.
I think so.
we are. Yeah, we are.
Foe.
We could get on comms with Fendir and tell him to remember us.
Foe.
Get out. Save yourself!
Foe, you're
As
up.
he slowly flies away from the station, now jumping to hyperspace.
With crisp, clean, folded towels.
And they're like, oh, well, this guy's not even trying to run. He
just
must
like-
be okay. And let him go. He's clearly not a rebel. He's not even trying to run.
Well, this guy really embodies flying casually.
Foe, you're up.
Make magic happen, Addy.
I can take another
Save us,
shot.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only
Well,
hope.
no, you know what? We can do something a little bit more dramatic.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna do another move object and try to bring like the corridor down on the stormtroopers.
Okay.
16.
All right. As with before, you're able to sort of rotate the axis of gravity for them, and so they all slip back, and they like they're all like scratching, crawling at the floor, which is now like their wall as they slide down. They are able to fall through. The one that was hit before goes through the evaporation field and actually seems to pass out and falls all the way. The other two are able to catch themselves. Or pardon me, the other 3 are able to catch themselves. They're now a decent way away, but they're like pretty much as far as you can easily see. But they seem to be like righting themselves and like getting up. But the one that was unconscious or is now unconscious is probably dead.
Nice.
But you're feeling really weak.
Yeah. So
Anything will probably push you over the edge on that one and knock you out. Phalius, you're up.
I am going to run at them and attack, fire at them,
Okay.
and yell at these two to run get to the ship. And I'm going to use my heroic surge so I can do an additional attack.
Sure. All right, so you're getting 2 attacks.
Yes.
Cool.
7.
Okay, so you miss.
20.
Roll it again.
17.
Roll your damage. You hit one of them.
Give me a 6. 8.
8 total?
Yeah.
Okay. You hit the guy, and he seems to be hit pretty hard.
Okay. You better run. You better run.
Okay. So you get that shot off, and it's hit pretty damn hard. Its armor seems to be the only thing that prevented it from just being completely blown away by that shot.
When did stormtroopers get armor that actually helped them?
The nature of the rules of this game is that armor does a little bit of help. It's not a lot, but a little bit of help.
Man. Princess Leia must have been a hell of a shot.
Yes, she was. I'll tell you this, she wasn't level 3.
True. Fair enough.
All right. A hail of fire comes past, but it all seems to miss. And then you guys hear a pitter-patter of feet as a bunch of Neimoidian battle droids come round the corner. It's about 5 of them, and they all position guns. They form a straight line across. They all raise their guns, and then they sort of shift over into like weird positions where the gunshots exactly whiz right by you, as if a computer had specifically targeted them not to hit you, and hit the stormtroopers. The one Ben that you had hit before goes down dead. So there's 2 left, and they're firing off, or they're sort of readying themselves. So now we've got these. The droids are now like laying waste as well. Hoof, we're back up to you.
I'm gonna use hide.
I said run, motherfucker.
If you want to try to hide,
No, I'm not hiding. I'm just kidding.
I didn't sacrifice myself so you can hide. Get to the goddamn ship.
Sacrificed yourself. Got 1 out of 2 shots. Let's calm down.
I did the best I could.
Yeah.
He's now noticeably closer to them,
Yeah.
and definitely the target of the last 2.
Maybe I should use diplomacy and see if I can talk
No,
some
you
sense
should
into
run!
these last 2 troopers. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna be running then.
No way, you run.
I'm running
Yeah,
too.
you're running
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
So let's
trying to
run
run earlier.
towards where we need to go.
Okay.
So, what do I need to roll?
So you're just running.
Yeah, we're just
Okay, you're just moving your speed.
I'm gonna use escape artist.
So with you running that speed, you're basically you're almost to where the line of droids are on your turn.
Okay.
Okay, so Fosho, you're up.
You're up, Addy.
I'm gonna continue running, so I guess.
So you're also going to sort of move and okay.
Yeah.
So you guys almost make it to the droids in your turn. Phalius,
Yep.
you are up at the moment.
Awesome. I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
15.
All right, that's a hit. Give it a shot.
6. 12.
All right, you kill one of the stormtroopers.
Yeah!
One's left, and he tries to fire at you, and he misses. And the battle droids all sort of position themselves. They like shift back and forth a little bit to get into the right spot, and then they all like line off their shots and kill the remaining stormtrooper. And their eyes flicker, and you hear Reggie's voice come over. It's like, I thought I told you guys to run. I'll see you at the dock.
Roger, Roger. Drink.
Sure.
We come to the point of quoting battle droids.
Battle droids just saved us.
Yeah, not those ones. The cool ones.
That was embarrassing. That was not a great fight, guys. We got a lot of work to
So
do.
you guys are all hurt, and as you are on your run, like none of you are in great shape. You're all like kind of limping away. However, you're getting pretty close to it. In fact, through the sensors, you can Fendir, you can tell that they're actually about to run around the corner. Like you can the radar sort of indicates some particularly Gungan-like shapes are almost around the corner there.
Taking a lot of damage, Addy.
So I'm just taking so much damage I look like a Gungan now?
All right, so you do you activate the guns? You still have like all those troopers locked on.
Yep.
All right, so Susan lays waste to the troopers that are right at the door there. And so when they come around the corner, there's no troopers right there. There's still a bunch around, and the loading dock doors are open, and you can see out into space. There's those Death Stars, but they don't know actually what's going on in the loading dock. But all these stormtroopers kind of like stop and turn and look at you guys as you come out, because all the gunshots and everything drew their attention.
This is gonna end badly. All right.
When Reggie steps out from another corridor,
the final scene of Glory, guys.
hold on, with his heavy blaster drawn, and he is like popping off stormtroopers as he's walking out. I guess he's really firing with his left hand. With his right hand, he's like tapping it, and all these like service droids that were like kind of deactivated rise up and start attacking imperials. So most of them are actually now being grappled by service droids. Like he's commandeered all the ones that are around you. So you have an open access way to get to the ship.
Run!
All right, so you run through. So Finder, what are you doing as they're running?
Get to the Susan.
Well, I think I'm still fine. Well, I'm taking heavy fire, but I'm also going to start firing at all the targets I had locked.
Okay, you start laying waste. The ones that you did not already have locked down are being grappled by repurposed battle droids. As Reggie is firing off and picking off some of them. They're trying to get to you, and you have your shields raised.
Let's drop those shields.
Okay, let's drop those shields.
Okay.
All right. So
That would have been a really funny gloop.
Drop those shields like a pair of panties. We're coming aboard.
All right, you guys get on board. When you see outside of the airlock a TIE fighter rises up into your field of view.
That's only in the trailer. It's not in the actual.
That does deserve a drink.
Plain sir, drink.
No.
Still a lot of rum.
A blaster shot from the TIE fighter comes in and hits the ship. It also takes out a bunch of stormtroopers. It's such a large impact. Your ship is hit, so you're probably going to want to raise the shields, but it's still functional right now.
We're all on board, right?
Every one of you except for Reggie.
No, Reggie. We're waiting for Reggie, right? Is he making
Who
his
raised
way?
the shields? Did he say raise the shields? Fender, did you raise the shields?
He hasn't actually raised the shields yet. He has the choice to raise the shields. But
Yes.
Reggie taps on his right hand, and you guys see this red sphere rush over to him, and a droideka, the battle or the destroyer droids, flips into position right in front of him, and he grabs hold of it, and it leaps back into its its ball form and starts rushing as he's being dragged. He has his right foot on the ground so that his back body is not getting dragged by it, but sparks are coming off of his mechanical foot. And it's blue shields circle up around it, and then as it starts to gain speed, those shields turn red, and you get a comm message over it being like, "Get ready to go! Get ready to go!" And the droideka drags Reggie through the airlock force shields, and the red shield of the droideka slams into the force shield of this TIE fighter.
The what shield?
Force shield of
Force
this TIE
shield?
fighter. Yes.
Force shield.
Yes.
Because TIE fighters don't have shields.
No.
Curiously, this TIE fighter appears to have a shield.
Are we retconning TIE fighters?
It's a modified TIE fighter.
Hold on.
Modified TIE fighters have shields.
Darth Vader's the only one who had a modified TIE fighter.
TIE
He is
interceptors
actually
do.
not. He's
Yeah.
100% not the only one who did.
Yeah.
He's just the first who didn't. And curiously, this So this droideka, the red shields of it burns through the force shield around the TIE fighter, and it slams into the cockpit window, into the pilot, and then
You
Reggie...
just killed Darth Vader?
No. And then you see it get sucked back out into space, and the droideka expands to sort of catch everything and to block it off completely. So you have no idea what's going on inside of that TIE fighter, but all of a sudden it just like sort of like shifts around erratically, and then begins firing off indiscriminately, but before it spins around and starts flying away completely.
Okay.
And a comm message goes, "Move, you idiots, move!"
Let's move.
I guess dance. I don't know what else to do.
You're the pilot.
So Fenrir, let's get a pilot check going to get you out of there.
Oh, Lord.
This cable, man. Who set this crap up?
Over the comm you hear, it's like, "I've taken over this TIE, but I can't see. I had to take out the cockpit. My droideka's keeping it in the atmosphere.
15.
Tell me what to shoot."
No. Yeah, 15.
Not us. Where is he? He's turned around, right?
He's turned away from the
Away
airlock.
from the ship. Is there anything other than
with
the
that
destroyers
pilot
out there?
check, or with that pilot check, you're able to get the ship, able to get Susan leaving the airlock. As you're coming out, you see in the distance there's these Star Destroyers, but they're not like right on top of you. And there are TIE fighters all kind of like swirling around. Let's give someone take navigation and figure out what way you need to face the TIE
think I'm the
fighter
best
if it's going to
navigator,
fire off on anyone. So it's not pilot.
Astrogate, right?
Yeah. But of course, for us out of here.
20.
All right, you relay commands over the comm to Reggie, and he is able to be directed off towards where like TIE fighters are coming. He's just firing off indiscriminately, but his shots actually do hit one or two of them. You see more TIE fighters coming at you as you're still trying to get fully clear of the space station. Give me another pilot check to avoid any incoming fire.
25.
All right, so yeah, you're able to start pulling out. TIE fighters are coming on you. Like, let's get another nav check to figure out like where it needs to be aiming.
Guys, I just pulled out and TIE fighters are coming on me.
8.
I heard you talking, so I just want to be quiet.
It starts flying forward and is completely missing everything.
Reggie, get back to us. You're not going to make it out there.
We need a distraction. Point me in the right direction.
You're in the right direction. Get back to the ship.
Findir, get a pilot check to figure out what direction you need to be facing to go into hyperspace.
No, Fendir, go back for Reggie.
26.
If you guys are ready, let's blow this popsicle stand. Someone tell me which way to face.
That's what she said.
Tell him where to face.
Peleus, give me another check.
15.
All right. The TIE fighter starts flying towards the oncoming squadron of TIE fighters, and it's firing off shots in every given direction.
No, Reggie.
As they're starting to swarm along it, shots being fired and hitting its force shields.
It doesn't have shields. God damn it, I want an apology. Not a retcon.
You're not getting it.
It explodes.
No!
And takes 6 TIE fighters with it.
Because it clearly doesn't have shields.
You see, as the explosion starts to push into the blue halo of the shields around these TIE fighters before puncturing through and destroying them as well.
Because they don't have shields.
Everyone give me spot checks.
You can see that they don't have shields. I got 25, so I can clearly see the TIE fighters don't have shields.
25. I see a shield.
You see a figure in white holding on very closely to a red fire extinguisher that he's cut the head off. And the exhaust...
Is he propelling towards us?
is sending him towards you guys. And you see Reggie. Give me a piloting check to get in position for him.
Yes.
17.
You move into position for him to get to your loading dock, or into your airlock doors, and he comes on board.
We lost J. Mike.
And the fire extinguishers win again.
Give me one more pilot check to get out of there before they
Fender,
regroup.
you better roll a 20.
Hey.
Or not.
10.
Just flew us right into a Star Destroyer.
You're able to start moving out. Unfortunately, shots are coming down. With your shields up, you've got 3 more shots left in you before the ship is destroyed, and the shield, or like before the shots go through the shield, and you're taken out. A group of TIE fighters are now swarming at you guys because you took the time to pick up Reggie.
Way to go slow.
Give me another pilot check real quick.
Come on, 20. Come on, 20.
14.
Okay,
What's
you're.
his modifier?
It was his modifier.
No, but that's sufficient. That's you got. You're able to take off. You don't have a clear lock, but you do at least have a lock into open space.
There we go. See?
Go, Speed Racer.
Glass half full.
Glass half full.
There we go. 24.
All right. The path that you were going to is going to take you to clear open space, but it's only going to be a 2-hour jump, and hopefully they weren't able to immediately lock on to you guys. With that 24, as you're sort of like, we'll say that was you being able to get away without them like locking onto you.
I'll take it.
All right.
Made it.
So you guys have gotten clear.
Clone. Fuck your Wookiee.
So it's only going to be a couple hours in space. It's not going to be as long as the last trip.
I got what I wanted.
I swear to one day to come back and get free a Wookiee.
I was hoping to save that droid. Thank you.
I think we. Thank you.
That's why
sir.
I gave you the bag. I wanted it on the ship.
I'm sorry, but we were using it to get out.
He's
and
as
then
clumsy as he's stupid.
Drank. Foe went down.
Bahama Mama.
Well,
I didn't have a choice.
I can't fault you guys. You did come back for me.
Well, we couldn't leave you there. You saved our bacon.
Twice.
3 times.
3 times.
A lady.
Oh, by the way, guys, I was trying to tell you that the Empire showed up, and you need to get back to the ship. Yeah.
Oh, hey,
So,
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Keep us posted.
Didn't even notice.
So, Ithorian. Bender, right?
Yes, Bendir. Bendir over.
We're not giving our real names out.
No, we're still not. We still
I don't
haven't
know
given
him
them our
that
real
well.
names.
Yeah, but
Bender-
he's kind of with us
Where
on
are-
our ship.
Not
Where
with
are we
me.
going?
Open space.
Open space.
Okay.
Should we head to
Reggie, is it
I've
safe
got
for,
some news.
Is it safe for you to go back to?
No. If the Imperials... Fossa knew I had to be the one to get you out of here, because if the Imperials questioned me... Guys, I have some news for you. I'm a clone.
Wait, what?
Great
I was a
golden
clone
god of
trooper in the
Endor.
Clone Wars.
Wow.
And unfortunately, if I were to be questioned by any Imperial soldiers or anything, I would have no choice but to divulge the information.
Well, I have news for you too. The names we gave you are fake.
I gathered.
My real name is Steve Rogers.
And my real name is Wang Too Fat.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
He just saved our lives, guys.
But
Why are we lying to him?
so
I always wanted to be Captain America.
Fossa gave
He
me
just
some.
wanted a big wing.
We all have dreams.
Yeah, I wanted a Wookiee.
Look, Fossa gave me some important information. We need to get this back to the rebels. If you know how we can get back to them. Apparently, the Death Star was just the tip of the iceberg.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'd be happy to pass that information on, Steve.
Thank you. Let's get you where you can, because I knew there was something more than the Death Star.
You know, Reggie, for a clone, you're not very funny and your shoes aren't very big.
That's a clown. That's a clown. God damn it.
On that note, I might need some assistance with a new shoe. My leg seems to be kind of banged up from that escape attempt. If any of you are any good with repair, I could use some work on that.
I got a 6 on repair. Anybody can beat that?
Negative. Not me.
I'll help you out, Reg. You're my boy, Blue.
So while you guys are traveling, you spend some time working on that, like trying to fix his leg. So it's cut off from below the knee, and what it is like a hydraulic like shaft that extends. That he can use for like jumping and for like kicking things really hard. You guys actually, because of that intimidate check, you did a really good job and prevented him from using it in combat, which I was really excited to use, but that was a really good intimidate check. So
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Rolls are rolls.
So you're working on his leg, and you guys are all traveling until you get to the safe point. Anything else you guys do in this like 2 or 3 hour window?
I'm at 3 wound. I mean, can I do anything to heal myself or like?
Yeah, like we're all pretty banged up. What
Yeah,
can we
I
do
mean,
to
you
heal
guys can
ourselves up?
try to use some med packs.
How many med packs do we have left?
3 wound, whatever.
I would say, well, treat wound kind of works in conjunction with med packs in this setting.
Because I think we only have 2 left.
Yeah, we only have 2.
I would say you can use one because you're not under duress in this time, so you're not like you're not like quickly using all the materials at once. So I'd say you can use one to sort of get you guys all back up, at least to full wounds. And once you guys have rested, you'll be back up your vitality points. But we're in an interesting spot, guys. We need you to get us to the rest of the rebels. But
to the rendezvous.
To Hoth.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Hoth, right?
No, there's
Where's the rendezvous point?
The rendezvous point you remember is Argonar.
Oh yeah, Argonar.
Yeah.
Good old Argonar. Let's go to Hoth. All right, we'll go to Argonar.
I'm sorry, where's Hoth?
Nobody knows.
I've never heard of this
It's
planet.
on the wrong side of the galaxy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one knows about this planet at this point in time.
Argonar is the rendezvous point. That's where we'll find the rebels, where you can pass on your information, Reggie.
All right, let's get there.
Let's get there. That's when there's a rotten egg.
All right, and you guys, so you reposition your lights or faster than light jump once you come out of the past one. So it's going to take you a little bit of time. So we're going to say that it's going to be about an hour to like calculate and get the right trajectory, and then it's going to be about a 10-hour trip. Is there anything else you guys want to do in this time? So you've got a chunk of time. Findir is going to be mostly occupied during these like middle chunks, so he's not going to be able to really get a full rest in there. But he would be able to.
He's the one who's scared of hyperdrive, though, right? Like, has he overcome his fear of hyperdrive?
At the very least, clearly in the frenzy of trying to get free, he got you out of there on that small jump, and he's going to have to at least be like working on it to like direct you into hyperdrive the next time. But once you guys are in hyperdrive, he'll be okay. It's just he's very tense.
You need a back rub, buddy?
Yeah, if you don't mind. That'd be great.
All right.
Get that shaved Wookiee over here.
I'm good.
So for the most part, you guys are recuperating and you're trying to relax. It's really small quarters. It's not like you can do a whole lot. Like you work on his foot. Probably by the end of the 10-hour stretch, you've gotten his foot kind of back in position so he can at least walk.
Okay.
Because he was not able to prior to that. And as you guys are coming out of hyperdrive at Argonar, you come out of it to see a battle going on.
That's fudge.
Because the Empire is there.
Out of the fire, ...
And that's where we're going to end the session.
God damn. Every time.
I know, right? Like we're just right out of it. Right back in the middle of all of it. You can follow the rest of the Star Wars D20 episodes on our website, certainpov.com. Be sure to check out the Weight Loss Civil War and our social media. All of that again, certainpov.com. And until next week, stay scruffy, my Nerfherders.
Thanks for listening to Certain Point of View. Don't miss an episode. Just subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Head over to certainpov.com.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.